Do you struggle to get things done and need some tips to boost your productivity and goal-oriented tasks? Let's talk about that now.
Automass photo.
Hi everyone. We are going to be discussing some tips that will help you make your to-do list and actually accomplish it. I am discussing this because it is exactly what I recently realized the power of on a much greater scale. So I wanted to share this information with all of you. This is closely related to a video I did about getting motivated. So I'll have an annotation and a link in the description if you would like to check that one out as well. But this information now is going to be specifically about a to-do list. How many of us have kept a to-do list? I'm sure most of us have, but how many have actually accomplished everything on it without feeling overwhelmed and giving up? That may be a different story. Sometimes we struggle to accomplish anything because it seems like the work is too difficult, or we don't want to tackle the initial hurdle that seems impossible. Things may initially seem too difficult, but when we actually begin working on it, then it just flows, where one thing leads to another and your mind becomes engaged in the project and information. Things come to you naturally and you actually enjoy the activity. But the first step, the start to the work of the day, needs to be tackled to proceed to the following step, and so on, until you are engrossed in the work. I know, speaking from my own experience, that things can be difficult getting into. I become distracted and don't tackle the initial phase of getting into the activity. But once I do, I am engrossed and super effective, and the time just flies, and I have an amazing time. This directly ties into another problem: distractions. They are another big reason we cannot get anything done. We try to multitask, not giving our full attention to one activity, and end up doing a poor job on all of them. But most of all, we distract ourselves from the initial work since we sometimes don't know where to begin. Starting the activity is the most difficult since our distracted mind gets in the way. We have spontaneous ideas of checking text messages, social media, weather, sports, news, whatever else, and end up procrastinating. Even just little things can cause a delay in tackling the goal at hand. So, with these obstacles, how can we create an effective to-do list and actually follow it? Let's talk about that now. You want to create a to-do list. So what is first? You need a method and media for keeping track of your tasks. Perhaps you like the idea of pencil and paper and keeping the note by your computer or workspace. Or maybe you like it digitally. Whatever it is, experiment with what works best for you and that you will actually use. It's one thing to have a to-do list and add to it, but it's another to actually use it and get what you need from it. If you use a software or are looking for one, there are plenty out there to help you accomplish these tasks. I'm sure some even exist that congratulate you when you check off that accomplish box. I cannot give any suggestions as I simply just use the reminders on my Mac computer. I believe both Mac and Windows come with some sort of software or for task-oriented goals and to-do lists. Next is to be as specific as possible. Why is this so important? Because it gives you a clearer outline of what steps you need to take to accomplish all you desire to. Here is a personal example of mine. When I would make a to-do list in the past, I would generalize and it would simply say work or write video script. That is not specific. Recently, I discovered the importance of being specific. I've been working on my website a lot. So instead of writing work on my website on the to-do list, I wrote the very specific things I wanted to add or change with it. For example, some tasks were check database for converted information, add post header, add responsive images, add social media links, and so on. Did you see how specific I was with what I wanted to do? I could have been even more specific, but it was sufficient since I had the image of how I wanted things to look in my mind. Next, don't add too many tasks to your list. Keep it simple and short term. When your list is too large, you look at it and become overwhelmed and then end up stepping back all the way to try to figure out how to tackle all these tasks. Your list can be as simple as 2 or 3 items initially, and when you accomplish them, more ideas come to you, and then add those to the list. Do not add them all at once or it'll be meaningless. And finally, after you finish a task, check it off and feel that wonderful sense of accomplishment. Reward yourself with something you love and dedicate it to your hard work. We'd love to celebrate that victory of ticking off that checkbox, feeling that excitement flow through us as we just accomplish something we set out to do. No matter how small or large the task was, it's one step closer to our long-term goals. It should feel good. You know why? Because when you put a positive emotion into your activities and work, your mind actually begins to crave that sense of accomplishment. Look at what you accomplished and think about how the progress was in steps. It didn't happen all at once. With these steps, you can make an amazing to-do list that you actually use effectively and productively. If you have any other input on this topic, I would love to hear it, so please feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you agree or disagree with, and or how this has helped you or someone close to you. Making a to-do list is important to accomplish what we truly desire. Goals are just dreams until we begin to put them into action. And a to-do list is the perfect way to accomplish these little things each day to get to that long-term goal. Ways of creating an effective to-do list are to find a media that works best for us, be specific but simplistic, and feel that amazing congratulations life gives us when we check off that accomplished box. I hope this information was informative and helpful to you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching my video. If you would like more content, please feel free to subscribe.